I'm Mary Beth Schewitz, founder of the Max Schewitz Foundation, located in Lake Bluff, Illinois. We started the foundation after my seemingly healthy 20-year-old son, Max, died one day of a hidden cardiac condition. He left for work that morning, apparently healthy, ready to work, and I went out on my own errands that morning as well, never dreaming that the next time I would see my son would be in the emergency room when he was being pronounced dead. Since then, we learned that an EKG test can detect people who might be at risk for sudden cardiac death, and that the majority of these deaths can be prevented. An EKG, or electrocardiogram, is a simple, non-invasive, painless test, takes minutes to complete, and costs less than getting your child's teeth cleaned. Since we started testing in 2007, we've tested over 11,300 students at more than 10 area high schools. 153 students failed their test, but what they learned may have saved their lives. Screens for Teens is a program that consumes tons of volunteers. We use more than 130 parent volunteers to conduct testing. The cardiologists who are on site to interpret all the EKGs state that our parent volunteers produce better outcomes than their radiation techs. We advocate that every child in the United States get an EKG at their physical, starting at age 14, and repeated every 2 years, because the body changes over time, and an EKG will reflect those changes. When Max was alive, he really felt strongly that reptile education and conservation education were the key to survival of species. And he did programs, he had his own business called Max and the Wild Things. Max took a lot of risks in his life. He handled venomous snakes. He traveled the world in search of all sorts of creatures that could kill you. We had no idea, though, that the greatest risk to him lie inside his own body. It's one thing to understand that not all children live to adulthood, but it's a different thing when it's your child that doesn't live. Get an EKG test for your child today.